The award-winning Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports, Union University, Bethel College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee. The award-winning Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports, Union University, Bethel College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee. At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Welcome back, everybody. It's game 2 of our presentation today here on Worthy Road Studios in the Ball Game Blitz. I'm Diamond Dave McCulley along with Eric Emmett and Christopher Reasons, our executive producer and director, and the owner of Worthy Road Studios and the Ball Game Blitz. Paul Schultz, he has the afternoon off. He has family in that he's welcoming into Jackson. Lives right around the corner from me there in J-Town. Let me begin by saying, first of all, congratulations to both teams that played here earlier. The Milan team, the All-Stars, won 4-3 over Madison. Madison fought back and made a game of it there at the very end and had the time run at second base, but it was a 4-3 win for Milan. Congratulations to the Milan Purple team. And I do want to apologize to the Cantys. Ethan Canty hit the big home run, clobbered one out there in the top of the 6th. Proved to be a big run, and I think I called him Cantley all day, and I do apologize. The grandparents are watching, I believe. Not sure where they're watching from, but wherever you may be, we apologize to you verbally for that, and we'll get it right this game. I do apologize. Our first chance to see the games or the teams this year, and certainly that's no excuse. Just got that wrong from the very get-go and stayed wrong all day, I understand, so I do apologize for that. But congratulations to the Milan Purple team. They're coached by Chris Gines, Jason Wall, and Kyle Pearson. Huntingdon, Ryan Parrish, Julian Melton, Benjamin Martin, and Michael Bird, the coaching staff. As you get ready to watch an elimination game, obviously if Huntingdon wins, they win the tournament and win the state. If Milan can pull it out and win, they would force the game here tomorrow afternoon. I believe that game's at 2, I believe. We'll double check and make sure of that. Look at that bracket out to my right a little later if we get a chance. This is the 2025 Cal Ripken Major Gold State Tournament from Milan, from Brooks Park, right off Industrial Drive in the big industrial park here in Milan. 79 degrees. We began our presentation earlier today, our first game. It's up in the mid-80s now. It's going to get a little hot up to about 87, but all in all. And we're running a little late. This game was scheduled to begin at 11 o'clock. We're running a little late. We had about a 30-minute delay in the game when we had some controversy about the pitch count involving the Madison pitcher. Madison had him with 83. He can throw 85. There's a lot of controversy. They were looking up the rule book. I just Googled it. It was 85. 75 for the 10 group. 12, it's 85. And Milan kept contesting. We wondered what the contestment was about. And it was actually Milan saying he'd thrown 89 pitches at one point. And we get ready for this one to begin. Huntingdon and Milan, you don't have to say a lot about, even at the 12-year-old spot. They at birth over here sort of learned to not like each other. They can respect each other, but Huntingdon and Milan, they've had some doozies of games at the high school level. And that carries right down to the 12-year-old and the 10-year-old and those kind of things as well. And that's well it should be. Proximity of the schools, proximity of the towns, one in Carroll County, one in Gibson County. And Pete Normal will be working this game. The home plate umpire, I met him after the game, did not know him. He didn't know me, but I told him, I said, if anyone tells you I was getting on you a little bit, I really wasn't. I was just telling him one time he walked out there in the 6th inning amid all the controversy when they began. And he walked out to the pitcher's mound to say something, and he was meandering out there. So he's sitting this one out. Did a good job. As we get ready for Game 2 of this one, here's how the teams arrived here. Huntingdon, first of all, beat Henry County 10-1 Thursday. Then they beat this Milan team 9-5. So they're 2-0 in the tournament. Meanwhile, Milan beat Madison 9-5 the other night. Then they lost to Huntingdon, their only loss of the tournament. They lost 9-5 last night, and they beat Madison here a moment ago 4-3. We'll come back and take a look at the starting lineup here in a matter of moments. And when we come back, we'll get you ready for the Cal Ripken 2025 State Tournament to continue here at Brooksfield in Milan. This is Cal Ripken Baseball on Worthy Road Studios and the Ball Game Blitz.
UConn Outfitters products are designed to withstand the rigors on the trail, field, and beach. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, UConn Outfitters specializes in tumblers, coolers, dry bags, and hunting gear. Our products are the perfect solution for corporate engraving and embroidery. Contact us for the best in custom hats and coaches pullovers. 731-696-5517 or online at UConnOutfitters.com. UConn Outfitters products are designed to withstand the rigors on the trail, field, and beach. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, UConn Outfitters specializes in tumblers, coolers, dry bags, and hunting gear. Our products are the perfect solution for corporate engraving and embroidery. Contact us for the best in custom hats and coaches pullovers. 731-696-5517 or online at UConnOutfitters.com.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient. The award-winning Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports, Union University, Bethel College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee. At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Welcome back, everybody. Baseball today from Milan, Tennessee, the 2025 Cal Ripken Gold State Tournament. If Huntingdon wins this thing, they win it. If Milan were to win it, that'd force a game tomorrow. I'm Diamond Dave McCulley. And the umpires and the head coaches and the players, captains, exchanging pleasantries out there. For Huntingdon, leading it off will be Mason Waters. Waters, the catcher, will lead it off. Knox White will hit second. White is the pitcher. That's Tanner White. Well, let's double check and make sure we got that right. Yep. And then you have Carter. Julian Carter, the third baseman, will bat third. Hitting cleanup will be the center fielder Trey Villabas. Martin, the right fielder, will hit behind him, hit fifth. Tanner White, the pitcher, will be the next hitter. Then you have Townsend, Smith, and Bird to close out the batting order for Huntingdon. Billy Green will be the pitcher. He'll lead it off. Gines will be the catcher. He'll hit second. Pearson, the shortstop, will hit third. The other Pearson, that's Owen Pearson. Actually, Owen Pearson will hit third, and it will be Eli Pearson hitting cleanup today. Wall, the first baseman, will hit behind him. Then you have Canty, Frazier, Williamson, White, and O'Reilly Williamson will round out the batting order for Chris Gines, Jason Wall, and Kyle Pearson. Long meeting out there. They're actually meeting because they're actually putting the chalk in the batter's box. Some controversy, if you're just joining us, we were supposed to have began about, let's see, it's right at 11:30, I think. Pull up our time here. 11:32. So we're running about 32 minutes behind, and that's just about what the delay was when we had the controversy about pitches thrown by the Madison pitcher. The controversy, they had to go to the rule book. We went to Google and found out it was 85, and he was at 89 according to the Milan folks, and according to the Madison folks, he was only at 83, so that delayed things for a long time. Huntington crowd is settled in down to our right. Milan's crowd will be down to our left. Huntington will actually be the home team here, so Milan will bat first to lead off this game. Well, now more handshakes. You would think those guys are running for office. Home plate umpire in the first game, he's going to sit this one out. Pete Normal is going to be the sub. Well, I don't know. He's still out there. Maybe he is going to. So we get you ready for this one. And the championship game, it could be this one if Huntington wins it. If not, it'll be tomorrow. Milan trying to force them to have to play tomorrow. We're at the mid-80s now after starting off at around 79, and so it's going to be a hot afternoon here. Showers in the forecast around 2 o'clock, about a 90% chance of rain at 2 o'clock, so they need to get this thing going. Hour 45-minute time limit and 6-inning affair. That first game was a 1-0 game until the bottom of the fifth when Madison tied it. And then Milan came back with a 3-spot. The big blow in that inning was Canty. Make sure I get that name right, and I appreciate the folks letting me know that, and I do apologize. Well, the umpire told me he wasn't going to work this game, but he is. We're going to have 3 umpires in this affair. And the pitcher for Huntington will be Tanner White. At first base, it's Mason Smith. At second base, rounding out the defense, Chase Bird. At shortstop, Knox White. At third base, Draylon Carter. Left fielder today will be Cooper Townsend. The center fielder, Trey Villabas. And the right fielder is Liam Martin. In Milan, we'll have Green pitching later today. The defensive will set them for you. First base will be Wall. Second base will be Aiden White. Shortstop, Owen Pearson. Third base, rounding out the infield defensively, will be Pearson. Left field will be Frazier. Center field will be O'Reilly Williamson, and the right fielder in this case will be Williams. Remember, Williams and a Williamson. And to lead it off for the Milan Purple team, trying to force a championship game tomorrow, will be Bentley Green. Green called that first game. Milan went through a lot of pitchers, 4 to be exact. So you have to wonder how much depth they'll have at that pitching situation, how many pitches they got to keep up with them, how many they've thrown already. So Green to lead it off. Taking a while to get this thing going. Come on, guys. Time to play. I don't have any appointments or anything, but the lefty, Tanner White, hitches at his belt, and we'll bring it home. There's that great, great shot as he brings it into Green to lead off this game. Green standing in there, waving that bat like Derek Jeter. I always have to work Jeter in 4 or 5 times each game. I don't apologize for that. He's my favorite of all time. And the first pitch is outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the lefty's pitch. Outside, 2-0. We saw control being a factor at a couple of scoring opportunities. Remember, Milan led 1-0 for a long time. They had a couple of runners thrown out and the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Good shot of the first baseman standing back there for Huntingdon. That being Mason Smith. He's a big boy. And White will step back on the rubber and bring it home on the 2-1 pitch. Chops that one down to third. Third baseman fields it cleanly, but I think he's going to beat it out, and he does. Infield hit for Green. So 1 on and no outs. And here's batting now will be Gines. Balin Gines started the game pitching for Milan earlier and did a good job. Only gave up a run. Well, he didn't give up a run, actually. Fakes the bunt, waves at the ball, and now it's going to be Green stealing the ball, or stealing the base, and the ball skitters into center fielder, but the center fielder, Johnny on the spot. Trey Villabosson tosses it back in. So, stolen base for Green. He's down at second with no one out. And again, Giants a chance to drive in an early run here. The lefty's pitch, curveball, strike. Nice pitch on the outside portion of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're underway in this game, the decisive game. If you're Huntingdon, well, for both teams really, but if Milan could win it, they'd force the game tomorrow. The pitch, outside, stays out there. 2 balls and a strike. Folks have been scampering for the shade today and water. Water's at a premium, I'm sure. See some people down there with snow cones and everything else, trying to do anything to stay cool. 2 balls and a strike. You call that a strike? On the outside portion of the plate. Called it a ball. Here's the lefty's pitch. White steps off the rubber, looks back at second, forces the runner back. Shortstop that time knocks White, trying to sneak in behind him, making a rattle behind him. You can see him patting his glove. Outside. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. I guess he did call that ball a moment ago a strike. Great shot of our camera there from the first base side. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on, no one out. Gines pushes that one down to second. It's going to be an error. He's going to beat it out, and the runner will try to score. Now here comes the runner home, and he's safe. High throw, and just like that, Milan has manufactured a run. Infield hit by Green, stole second, comes around, and that's it. E4. As Gines reaches on an E4, they would probably thrown him out. The runner would advance, hitting to the right side. The runner would advance, but he came around to score, and that's an E4 as the second baseman, Bird, couldn't come up with it. So just like that, Milan has scored a run here to take the lead. They did that in the first game, but they did that derived of 2 errors. Now here's Owen Pearson, the shortstop. Runner at first. White brings it home, and he hit that ball hard. That ball is back, it's back, and that ball is gone. Just like that, a 2-run shot. How about that, folks? 2-run homer by Eli, or make it Owen Pearson. And just like that, it's 3-0. 3 hitters have come to the plate, and they've all scored. You could tell he got all of that. Left fielder broke back, but it wasn't close, and the kids greet him at home plate, and well, they should. 3-0 your score. 3 runs on 2 hits and an error so far. So Pearson will step in. This is Eli Pearson. Milan trying to add to the lead, and Huntington fans a little down to my right. Nothing to cheer about early, but it's awfully early. Here's White's pitch. Stays low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. What do you call that, a strike? Excuse me. There's a ball hit down to third in the hole. I don't know if they'll throw him out or not. They throw out to first, and bad throw. They would have had him. That's going to be an E6 there. So 2 errors in the inning. I think they would have had him if the throw is accurate. And the runner at first stays there after the ball hit this fence, which is just a few feet behind first base. Not a lot of room between the chalk and the fences here. So, just like that, Coach Parrish is going to come out and talk to his pitcher. The infielders will come in, and even the outfielders come in as well. Huntingdon favored in the game. They beat this Milan team 9-5. They beat Henry County the other night 10-1. So many people speculating, I say many, some of us in the booth anyway, who'd seen the games earlier, thought Huntingdon might win it, and they might still. It's just a 3-0 game in the first. And they talk it over out there. Glad you're aboard today on the Ball Game Blitz, Worthy Road Studios. Not only this kind of action for you, but high school basketball, football, Union sports, Bethel sports. Worthy Road Studios has it all covered. So White, after giving up the 2-run homer, trying to settle down here, down 3-0 early. Here's the pitch. Down to first, and it's going to be an error. Third error of the game for Huntingdon. Runner around second and head to third, unscathed. That was hit hard, but that's an E3 there. So we've had an error on the shortstop. We've had an error on the second baseman, now the first baseman. And it's first and third, runners at the corners with no one out. And Milan has already scored 3 runs. Stepping in now is Ethan Canty, Cantey. Boy, he bombed one in that first game, didn't he? Which proved to be a big run in the 4-3 win over Madison. White, the lefty, brings it home. And it's a ball, and the runner advances to second with no throw. A stolen base there. Runners at second, third, no one out, and Milan's already plated 3. And Huntingdon, the favored team going in this game, would be down early. The pitch. Pop foul, out of play, behind the first base dugout, which is Huntington's dugout. Great camera angles there, you see. On deck is Frazier. Canty trying to add to the lead. Fouls that one back to the right as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. White trying to settle in. The lefties had a tough outing here thus far. Always love to watch the lefties, whether it be a pitcher or a player. Here's the pitch. Ball low. Good scoop by the catcher blocking that one, or that would have brought a run in. Mason Waters did a good job. No relation to Jason of Fox News. Spells it the same way, though. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch outside, stays there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Canty with a good eye that time. Grandparents watching the game. I know not where from, but we're glad they're aboard. Hope they're enjoying the game. Saw their grandson. That's got to be I don't have any grandkids, but that's got to be a great thrill to watch your grandson hit a home run. In the 12-year-old Cal Ripken Major Gold State Tournament. Here's the pitch. Down to third. That's going to get a run home. And nice pickup by the first baseman. 5-3 on the putout. But the run scores, and it's 4-0. So Canty gets the RBI, second of the game. Well, he did what you want to do. With runners at second, third, you get the ball in play. Third baseman never looked at home. He was made up. Carter made up his mind he's going to get the out. Here's Frazier. So White has a runner at third now, trying to keep the damage at 4-0. The pitch. Outside, stays out there. Frazier steps out on the 1-0 count. White adjusting things there. He's lost his shirt, coming out of his shirt tail there a little bit. He doesn't care. He's trying to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch. A little bit of a late swing and fouled off to the right. 1 ball, 1 strike. Steps out, does a little shadow swinging. Tells him, give me a second. Waving that bat pretty vigorously. White to bring it home. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Didn't come close on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Catcher looking down at third, giving the runner down there an evil eye. 4-0. Milan scored 4 to take the lead here in this first inning. Stepping back in is Frazier. White will bring it home. Outside, stays out there. Umpire giving the dugout. I think they were squawking at him a little bit, and he's giving him where the ball was. It was outside. The pitch. Popped out to right. That's going to bring a runner home, I think. It's caught by the right fielder. Here's a nice or a good throw, but off the mark. I say good throw in the fact that he had some zing on it, but wasn't close. It's a 5-0 game. So the sac fly by Frazier. And just like that, it is a 5-0 game. We've had 3 errors in the inning, 3 runs on 2 hits, or 5 runs, I should say, on 2 hits and 3 errors. So the sac fly brings him home. And here is Michael Williams with 2 outs now. Strike, fastball on the outside portion of the plate. No balls and a strike. Milan leading 5-0 to open up the game here in the first. 5-run cushion early. Popped out to right field again this time, and the right fielder's got it, and that ends the inning. 5 runs, 2 hits, 3 errors. No one left. We played a half inning. Huntingdon coming to bat, and Milan leads the game 5-0. This is Cal Ripken State Tournament Baseball from Milan. Stay with us, everybody.
UConn Outfitters products are designed to withstand the rigors on the trail, field, and beach. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, UConn Outfitters specializes in tumblers, coolers, dry bags, and hunting gear. Our products are the perfect solution for corporate engraving and embroidery. Contact us for the best in custom hats and coaches pullovers. 731-696-5517 or online at UConnOutfitters.com.
We mentioned a moment ago 5 runs in the inning. We mentioned that the game started at 11:35. It was originally scheduled to start at 11 because of the delay of that first game. Rain in the forecast at 2 o'clock, and I do look back to my west, and it is clouding up quite a bit. But it rained runs there for the Milan team to open up this game. They lead 5-0. The pitcher for the, I almost said Bulldogs, the pitcher for Milan will be Bentley Green. Remember Bentley, little guy, he caught that first game. When you're that age, when you're 12, you can catch, you can pitch, you can play any position for 4 or 5 hours. It's when you get older, kids, that you can't do that. His battery mate will be Milan Gines, who pitched the first game. We gave you their defensive strategy and lineup a moment ago. Leading off will be Mason Waters, the catcher for Huntingdon. He'll be followed by White, the shortstop, and Carter, the third baseman. Huntingdon and Milan, always fun when they get together, no matter what sport, no matter what age group. So Coach Parrish probably told his kids, look, we're down 5-0, but it's very early. Get out there and let's manufacture a couple of runs. Green to bring it in. High, ball 1. I think at this point in time, if you're the Milan coach, you're telling your pitchers just throw strikes and we'll try to get them out. As they went through 4 pitchers in that first game, that one got away from him, looking down at his right hand. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Looking over at the dugout. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Base hit. Center fielder comes over and does a good job getting that back in. That was in the gap. But good coverage that time by the center fielder, O'Reilly Williamson, who got over there and cut it off before he could go any deeper. So it's a leadoff single by Huntingdon. Eric and Chris and I was talking during the break. Depending on what Huntingdon does here, this could be one of those 15-14 games or something like that. Here's Knox White. Got to be a UT fan. Foul back in the screen. No balls and a strike. Of course, if you're a Kentucky fan like me, you wouldn't go with Knox. You'd go with something else. Although Kentucky did have a great player a few years ago named Kevin Knox. No balls and a strike. Tennessee looking for a quarterback. Kentucky's looking for a lot of positions. Man, been a tough offseason with Kentucky. You all fans, though, I know you're getting ready. No balls and a strike to Knox White. Yeah, if there's two names that came out of Knoxville in the last several years, it'd be Knox and Peyton, I guess. I never could pronounce the quarterback that just left anyway, but well, what a mess that was. Here's the pitch. Inside, stays there. Here's the runner advancing to second. He's close, but he's in there. Barely beat it. Good play there by Gines, who threw a strike down there and almost got him. Here's that great camera angle from center field we've talked about. Get that gentleman's head out of the way. He has no idea his back of his head. Well, that's actually the runner, excuse me. We'll give him a break there, Dave. Little Bentley Green out there. Staked to a 5-0 lead. Pop foul behind us here. Actually down to our right a little bit. Knox White with a runner at second, no one out. His team down 5-0. Chance to cut into the deficit. Umbrellas and pop-up tents have been the big news here today. White. So you almost see the eyes there as he focuses in. There's a pop-up. Deeper than I thought. Out to center field. And it's caught there for the first out of the inning. Center fielder had no problems with that. That was hit right at him. One of those atom balls. O'Reilly Williamson. Caught it. So the runner stays at second. And now here's Carter. Dylan Carter, the third baseman. Bentley Green to bring it home. Bentley would be happy to know I have a dog named Bentley and a girl named Bella. They're both headed to the Groomers Tuesday, I hope. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Actually, the Groomers mobile units coming to our house. They're too much for me to take them to the Groomers. Sweet dogs, but wild. Green brings it in. Took something off that, and it got away from him. Outside and high. Good shot there of Dylan Carter. Good-looking player. Looks like if he gets a hold of one, he could ride it. The pitch. Catcher Giants tried to sort of swing that back in, but to no avail. Was high anyway. So Green struggling a little bit with his control. He'll bring it in here. And that one way outside, and he walks him. So runners now at first and second with only one out. And Carter gets the base on balls. Here's Villalobos, center fielder, hitting cleanup. Wearing Dale Murphy's number 3. You know, people wouldn't even know who that is now. He was one of the great Atlanta players of all time, one of the great guys of all time, too. 1 out, 2 on. Strike. Tad high. I think the Huntingdon fans are getting on the umpire a little bit. But too close to call up here. Here's the pitch. Wrap down to third, and it's going to be an error. See if he can, and he does step on. Oh, my, nice play by the third baseman. So not an error. I'd already called an error. I thought the runner would advance, but he did not. And nice play there. Sticking with that was Eli Pearson, who grounds out. Villalobos grounds out to third base. Bobbled it, kept his presence of mind, and stepped on the bag at the last second. Runners now at first and second again, but 2 outs. High and inside, almost hit the batter, that being Liam Martin. Up in the mid-80s now here on a hot Saturday in Milan, Tennessee. We're not even at noon yet, 4 minutes from noon. Foul back over to the Huntingdon dugout. 1 ball, 1 strikes. Green, not a big guy, so his velocity's not as much as you probably would like, but he's getting ahead of the count. That's a big factor. Little guy stretches, pitches. High, 2-ball strike. Good little player. Remember, he caught the first game, and he's pitching this one. You see that? The 12-year-old, they play a lot of different positions. Versatility, folks. Green wanted that count, didn't get it. Or that strike. 3 balls and a strike. Carter leads off down at second. Here's Green's pitch. Full count, 3-2. Martin, I think he thought that was a ball. Here's the pitch. Wrap down to short. They'll throw out at first, and a nice stretch there by the first baseman. Good play there. As pulling that one in was Gines, and it is a inning that goes awry for Huntingdon. The Mustangs, or not the Mustangs in this case, the All-Stars, I should say, leave 2 on. They don't score. We go to the second. It's a 5-0 game. Milan leads back up to this 30 on Worthy Road Studios.
Yukon Outfitters products are designed to withstand the rigors on the trail, field, and beach. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Yukon Outfitters specializes in tumblers, coolers, dry bags, and hunting gear. Our products are the perfect solution for corporate engraving and embroidery. Contact us for the best in custom hats and coaches pullovers. 731-696-5517 or online at yukonoutfitters.com.
I was just telling Eric and Chris, a long way to go in this one. We're just in the second inning. Diamond Dave McCulley with you with the play-by-play. Those guys doing a great job producing and directing. Tremendous camera angles. Man, I was saying, guys, if this holds up, they may be back up here tomorrow. I would think Coach Joe would be with them. If not, we would be, but I think Coach Joe will probably be here. JoJo did a great job with Thursday and Friday action here. It's a 5-0 game. In that first inning, it was 5 runs on 2 hits and 3 errors by Huntingdon. And Milan took the 5-0 lead. They won the earlier game here today, 4-3. And a game that saw them literally hang on against a good Madison All-Star group. Had the tying run at second base. We go back to Canty's home run, which was big in that top of the 6th. White to lead it off here against Tanner White. This is Aiden White, the second baseman. And the player is going to meet at the mound and talk it over a little bit. So what do you think, guys? What fast food places are we going to go to? But we got to win first. Tanner White, the lefty, will swing it home to the righty, White. Here's the pitch. High and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Mom back there, you see on the screen, trying to get some shots, I'm sure, of her son. Moms, don't miss these photo ops, especially now with the cameras and your phones. What did we do before we had that? That one outside stays there. 2 balls and no strikes. White, the second baseman, steps back in. And Tanner White to bring it home to him. Here's the pitch. Wrap foul down to the right side. Late on that swing. 2 balls and a strike. Huntingdon and Milan matched up here in a game that, if Milan can win, forces the championship game tomorrow. If they lose, Huntingdon would take on the title or take home the title. Strike. Punched him out. That looked a little low and outside to me, but the umpire has a better angle than I have. We do have a little bit of a different angle than obviously he does. So the strikeout sends White to the dugout. And here's Williams. O'Reilly Williamson, center fielder. I said Williams, it's actually Williamson. White to bring it home. That is hit hard. Back, gone. Well, Milan has added another spot with a Williamson home run. Their second of the game. Pearson had a 2-run shot earlier, and now Williamson hits this one. And just like that, it's a 6-0 game. Milan celebrates, and well they should. The Huntingdon crowd down to my right, a little stunned right now. Huntingdon had got here by beating Henry County 10-1. They beat Milan 9-5. Milan got here by beating Madison 9-5. Lost to Huntingdon 9-5, and then beat Madison a few minutes ago 4-3. And now we go back to the cleanup hitter, Green, the pitcher. 6-0 your score. We're at the top of the second. White, ball outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Huntingdon down 6-0 here to start this game in the second inning. White's 2-0 delivery. Brings it home. Strike. Nice pitch. 2 balls and a strike. I'll say this, the umpire's been really consistent today. He's given that outside corner pretty well to both sides all day. 2 balls, 1 strike. Foul. Hits the pop-up tent down to the right near the dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Milan leading 6-0. A 5-spot at the first and a run here on the Williamson homer. They have 3 hits in the game. Here's the pitch. Ball. White wanted that, didn't get it. Shaking his head. Green steps back in there. He singled his first time up. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out. Well, Green, as the second strikeout, White does of the inning. So Tanner trying to get out without any further damage. Here's a good hitter, Gines. He reached on an error by the second baseman his first time up. Here's the pitch. Foul. Swimming that one down to third base line. So no balls and a strike. 1 across, 2 outs in the top of the second. Milan leading the game 6-0. White brings it home. Hit hard, but foul down the third base line. Out in front of that one a little bit. On deck is Pearson, who had the 2-run homer. He'd like to see his buddy get on here, Gines, and have another shot at a 2-run shot. The delivery. Curve stayed high and outside. Gines with a 2-2 count now in a 6-0 game. Been all Milan here early. Pitch. Foul ball hit the bat. Got a check swing and almost got him on the hand there, but it did hit the bat instead of the hand. That still rocks your hand a little bit, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 in, 2 outs. Second inning. The Milan All-Stars against the Huntingdon All-Stars. Here's the pitch. Popped out to right. That's going to get down. And he's going to head to second. They've got a chance to throw him out, and he is a lame duck. Yes. He's out. Giants trying to stretch it. You can do that when you're up 6-0, but that's a nice play by the center fielder who got over there and got that ball. And Villalobos throws him out. Well, it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. Milan leads 6-0 over Huntingdon. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Well, thus far, Milan has 6 runs on 3 hits. 3 errors by Huntingdon hasn't helped their cause. 1 hit by Huntingdon. They come to bat here in the second inning, and Tanner White, the pitcher, will lead it off. Throws left, bats left. A la Don Mattingly. That's right. I always work the Yanks in when I get a chance. Milan will send out again Bentley Green. He gave up a hit and got out of that first inning unscathed. It was big after your team scores 5 runs. If you come out and help your team hold the other team at bay, that really helps you out, no doubt. I'm looking at that weather front coming in on our weather map here. It hits this area about 2:30. And right now it being 12:07, I think we're okay. But some green and red coming in across the river. And then the Jackson, Milan area. Around 2 to 3, it looks pretty rough. A lot of the big mass of the storm is going north of us, but it looks like it's going to hit us too, about 2:30. So if you're getting some yard work done in a few minutes, you're watching us, you got to do that. Keep watching us, but you might want to do that. The Canties may have to do that. I'm not sure where they live, though. Here's one outside and high. And now Green's task is to keep his team ahead by this margin. Catcher Johns giving him the signal back there. Scribble down the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Milan and Huntingdon matched up here at the 12-year-old level. In a few months, they'll be matched up at the 17, 18-year-old era. That one hit hard down the first baseline. That's going to get down to the right field. He's going to get by him. And hustling his way into second for the double. And he's safe. Well, I'm going to give it a true double, although the right fielder had a chance at it, but it was hit and tailing away from him. So let's give Tanner White the double. And here's Cooper Townsend stepping in. Townsend, the left fielder. That play was closer at second than I thought it was going to be. So a good play there by that right fielder. Now we have a courtesy runner coming in. And that appears to be Brillen Ford, 99. There's a guy that wears 99 these days in Major Leagues. Holding his chamber at bay at every game. Aaron Judge, I think the Babe Ruth of our era. Townsend, Cooper with a run down at second possibility. There's a ball hit out to right and gathered in. The runner has to hold. Nice play there. They were shading him over toward center field a little bit, and he flies out to the 9 spot. Here's Smith up. Mason Smith, the first baseman. That was really good defense as shading over a little bit toward center field. If he's not there, that's going to drop in and bring in the run. Runner at second, 1 out. Bring it in will be Bentley Green, and it's a ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Huntingdon trying to cut into a 6-0 deficit in the bottom of the second. 6-inning game. Here's the pitch. Strike. Came in and jammed Smith a little bit. Even if he hits that, it's going to hit it off his hands. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Big looking, good athlete up at bat there. Here's the pitch. High this time. It was inside but high. 2 balls and a strike. Catcher looking over. That's Giants getting some signals from the dugout what they want to do here. Billy Green to bring it home. Foul. Took something off that. Evens count at 2-2. I guess we wouldn't be really bad calling them the Dogs and the Mustangs, but they're the All-Stars in this case. 6-0 Milan leads the game. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now I can see the balls and strikes a lot better on my screen than I could. That one popped up. Shortstop drifting back. Nice play there. Boy, that's a nice play by Owen Pearson, who reached back out over his shoulder and got that one and brings it in. So, popping out to the 6th spot. And that brings up Waters. So 1 on, still down at 2nd. No one across thus far. Bentley Green brings it home. And a swing and a miss. This is actually Chase Bird, the second baseman, batting. I apologize. Yep, Bird wearing number 2. Again, Derek Jeter, number 2. That one hit down to 3rd and takes a nasty hop. And the ball then gets by the shortstop, and I think that's going to bring in a run. It is. That took a nasty hop, but that's got to be an E5, I think. Yep. So E5 brings the RBI in. And it makes it a 6-1 game. McGreen very close to guy then and got the ground ball, but tried to scoop that up, and then it got by him. The third baseman couldn't come up with it. And then it goes out to left field, and they couldn't throw him out in time. Here's leadoff hitter Waters, who singled his first time up. So a run on a hit and an error thus far. The pitch. Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on, 1 across. Huntingdon, even though it's a 6-inning game, would just try to nibble away at this lead, get back in it, and then make a run. There's one popped up. Second baseman there, and that ends the inning. So Waters flies out to the second baseman, pops up to the second baseman. But it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. We play 2, our score. Milan 6, Huntingdon 1. Back after this on Worthy Road Studios.
The award-winning Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports. Union University, Bethel College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Diamond Dave McCulley along with Eric Inman and Christopher Reasons in the booth here today from Brooks Field in Milan, Tennessee. It's the 2025 Cal Ripken Major Gold State Tournament. You know it's big when they bring Pistol Pete Normal out to be one of the umpires. Just look at that radar again. I think we're okay here, but again, about 2:30. Going to batter down the hatches for about an hour or two. Huntingdon picks up a big run. That's a 6-1 game. Thus far, Milan has 6 runs on 3 hits. Huntington's committed 3 errors. For Huntingdon, 1 run, 1 hit, and error by the Milan All-Stars. The winner of this one, well, if it's Huntingdon, they win the tournament. If it's Milan, they play again tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, and we'll be here for the Worthy Road Studios and presentation of the Ball Game Blitz. Ball Game Blitz, Paul and the gang do a super job. They bring you weddings and funerals and graduations and you name it. They're there, Johnny, on the spot. Umpires coming back to talk about something here. I'm not sure what this is about. Pete Norwood coming back here to talk about something. Home plate umpire is back here getting some water. I think he's okay. I'm not sure what this is about. Pop-up tents, more of them popping up around here. And the clouds have come in a little bit, and that's helped the temperature a little bit and helped the sun-drenched crowd here to some degree as well. Although it says it's still 88 degrees and feels like it's 97. The fans here, though, have kept us pretty cool, haven't they, guys? Good job, the fans. Those supplied by the folks here, or do you guys bring those?
That was the guys here.
Yeah, it's good. Really nice. They brought us, kind of the game, done a good job. They brought us refreshments. I don't know if we have a heat delay here or what. We're in the bottom of the second. Or, excuse me, the top of the third. Milan should be batting, and let's see what this is about. Let's do this as they sort it out. Let's take a break. Let's take a 30-second break. We're back Huntingdon trails 6-1. Milan leads back after this.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
UConn Outfitters products are designed to withstand the rigors on the trail, field, and beach. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, UConn Outfitters specializes in tumblers, coolers, dry bags, and hunting gear. Our products are the perfect solution for corporate engraving and embroidery. Contact us for the best in custom hats and coaches pullovers. 731-696-5517 or online at uconoutfitters.com. UConn Outfitters products are designed to withstand the rigors on the trail, field, and beach. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, UConn Outfitters specializes in tumblers, coolers, dry bags, and hunting gear. Our products are the perfect solution for corporate engraving and embroidery. Contact us for the best in custom hats and coaches pullovers. 731-696-5517 or online at uconoutfitters.com.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient. The award-winning Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports. Union University, Bethel College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcast, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee. At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
We have inquired about the delay and not any derivative answer yet. Don't know if it's the heat, although these fans, it's not bad up here at all, but if it's the heat or if there's some clouds that have moved in, some isolated clouds. We don't know if there was a lightning bolt in one of those or something. We're not sure. Two of the umpires are right below us here by the screen. The other is meandering his way in. And just not sure. The team actually, Huntington's team actually left their dugout and went back here to the press box area. And it has clouded up quite a bit, but I'm not sure what the delay is about. I wouldn't think it's the heat. Eric and Chris told me they've been playing even when it's been hotter than this. My app says it's 89 and feels like it's 97. Eric says his is only in the 80s, the feel like temp. It's a 6-1 game. We make our way to the third. A 5-run spot by Milan in the first inning, then a home run a moment ago made it 6-0. And then Huntingdon got on the board a few minutes ago. RBI by Bird. Well, actually, an error. And now we're going to resume play. Well, here we go. Huntington's going to come back to the field down 6-1. We're in the third inning. That had to be what it was about. They were just, I guess, being cautious or somewhat overheated. I'm not sure. The umpires show no ill effects of that. We're about less than a 2 hour window to get this thing in because it's really supposed to get bad here about 3. About 3 to 4, there's about a 90% chance of storms. I'm not just talking about light rain, I'm talking about storms. So we'll resume play here in the top of the third with Huntingdon down 6-1. After all that, White will go back out to the mound, Tanner White. Wish I could be more defined. We've done a lot of ball games at every level and every sport, but I can't tell you what this is about. It will be Pearson lead it off. Remember, he was on deck, the 2-run homer in the first inning. Good to get a shot of him warming up there. To be young again and know what we know. Well, this has been about a 10-minute delay. We had about a 30-minute delay because of a pitch count controversy in the first game. That's why we started about 35 minutes late in this one. That's okay. None of the three of us have any pressing plans this afternoon, do we? I know I don't. The yard was mowed yesterday. Not by yours truly. Philip Robertson of TCA fame. He's my man. If you need your yard mowed, I've got his number. He is great. And it will be Pearson lead it off. Paul will say, wait a minute, he's not paying for advertising. So Tanner White to bring it home, the lefty, to the right-handed hitter. Popped up, and that's going to get down. No one got a glove on it. And the second baseman and shortstop both late getting there, and the leadoff single gets Pearson on. That's his second hit of the game, a 2-run shot and a bloop single there. And here is Eli Pearson. He reached an error his first time up in that first inning. White, do they have him? Oh, my, that was close. Good lead that time and behind the base pass a little bit, but diving back in there. Nice tag by Mason Smith, but not there. Enough, quick enough. They've got him picked off. Pearson will dive down to second. He's out. Had him picked off that time. He was going, and they figured that out and caught stealing is Pearson. Well, Milan being very aggressive, leading 6-1, saying, okay, we've got the lead, the momentum, let's keep it going and take the heart out of him, but it didn't work. And White did a good job picking him off. You could tell he was sort of a dead duck halfway down there. This is Owen Pearson. So one out here in the top of the third with Milan leading 6-1. White giving a good look at that baseball. The lefty. Threw that one to the backstop. That went all the way to the backstop. I don't know if that's a granddad or a relative back there, but he's trying to tell him to follow through. And White sort of motioning that as he shadow pitches a little bit. Here's the pitch. Outside. 3 balls, no strikes. 1 out, no one on. Huntingdon trying to keep the damage at bay. They're already trail 6-1. White will bring it home. Ball 4. Did he call that a strike? I guess he did. I thought it was a ball. We do have a different camera angle here. I'll say that for him. And his defensive umpire did a good job that first game. There's a ground ball, and he's out. On the ground out is Pearson. So 2 up, 2 down after the First runner was caught stealing, and here's Wall. He reached on an error in his first time up on the first baseman. 6-1 your score. The umpire motioned to White. Come on, son, bring it in. Clouds gathering here. They're getting a little darker. Wind ripping up a little bit. You can tell it's coming. Just a matter of when it gets here. Strike. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, top of the third. Milan batting with a 6-1 lead. The pitch. Base hit out to right field. Well, I said a moment ago, it's just 1 out. He was not out. And now what do I have? We got the runner down at second. He's tagged out as he rounded the base. They brought it in. Well, it's a single by Wall. And then they get the runner rounding second, and they throw him out. Strange looking play there. So now it's 2 outs. And stepping in is Canty. He grounded out. Third to first, his first time. Here's the pitch. Pop back behind the press box, right here behind us. All three of us steady as we can be. None of us flinched. I never saw it till I heard it hit. Canty had the big home run. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Really good shot of the Milan dugout. They lead the game 6-1. Runner at first, 2 outs. In the top of the third. Canty pops it up foul. That pop-up tent down there, that gray one, that's a good-looking tent. I'd like to have that in my backyard, but that's taking the beating down there with foul balls. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. Top of the third with Milan batting, leading 6-1. Canty, a good-looking athlete. Outside, good eye. He watched that one all the way back to the catcher's glove. Catcher motioning over to the dugout like, I thought that was a strike, guys. It was not. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch by White. Popped up to right. Right fielder's there, and it's an out. Well, a fly out by Canty. So it's no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Milan leads the game. They go out to the field. They play defense, and they lead the game 6-1. This is the 2025 presentation of the Cal Ripken Major Goal State Tournament for Milan. Stay with us, everybody.
UConn Outfitters products are designed to withstand the rigors on the trail, field, and beach. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, UConn Outfitters specializes in tumblers, coolers, dry bags, and hunting gear. Our products are the perfect solution for corporate engraving and embroidery. Contact us for the best in custom hats and coaches pullovers. 731-696-5517 or online at UConnOutfitters.com.
I get kidded a lot at work about meetings I have to attend, and I do attend a lot. But I think this game may rival the many meetings I have. I've never seen so many meetings between innings, umpires, and coaches. And I mean, it's like everyone's running for political office. We're having fun, though, folks. No negative meant there. We're at the bottom of the third, and our score, Milan leads 6-1 over Huntingdon. And the Huntingdon Ball Club will bring out Knox White. Flied out to center field his last time up, or his only time up. And we get ready for this inning to proceed. Now the coach talking to him a little bit. On deck is Carter, who walked his first time up. So Bentley Green done a good job so far. He's held Huntingdon to 2 hits. A run and 2 hits. Green brings it home, And that is hit hard out to center field. And that ball caught, or did it get down? It got down. Nice effort, though, keeping that ball in front of him was the center fielder, Williams. And we're looking out of sort of a weird-looking glass pane here, watching our monitor. A little hard to pick up every once in a while when those balls hit to the outfield, but it's a one on and no one out. So a hit that got down. And here is Carter. So a single by White to center field. Carter stepping out, adjusting a batting glove or something there on his hand. One on, no one out. With a bomb to third. Milan leads at 6-1. Swing and a chop foul. The catcher hit it off his mitt, actually. No balls and a strike. And Green to step back on that rubber. Takes the stretch. Big old glove there. Here's the pitch. That hit right by him. He goes through center field. To center field. And White had a chance to fill that. I'm going to give it a hit. I'm being generous, I guess. But it's 2 on and no one out. So Huntingdon has something going here in the bottom of the third, trailing 6-1. Here's Dreeland Carter, who walked his first time up. So the youngsters from Carroll County have a chance to climb their way back in this, down 6-1. Swing and a miss. Nice little fastball by Green. Green. Remember, Milan went through 4 pitchers in that first game. White trying to draw him off that time, drives that one out to right field, and it's over the right. That's going to be an error. And they'll have to hold the runner at third. The bases are going to be jammed. And the right fielder just let that one get away from him. That was right at him. And should have caught that one. Not picking on our the right fielder from Milan out there, or any right fielder. And loads him up. And a big opportunity now for Huntingdon to climb right back in this thing with Liam Martin up there. Martin grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Bases loaded. No one out. Bomb the third. Huntingdon trailing 6-1's got something going here. Here's the pitch. Strike. Throw it out to the shortstop, trying to deceive. Well, wait a minute. Runners at the corners, first and third. I apologize. Pop straight up. Second baseman says, I got it. And he does. And that's 2 outs in the inning. Well, Bentley Green a chance to get out of this thing. A good shot of Bentley stepping back there. A little bulldog in him, you can tell. So pop up. That time, Carter to the 4 spot. Here's Villabos. He grounded out to third base his first time up. Here's the pitch. Driven out to right field. It's going to get down. That's going to drive in a run. He gets by the right fielder. It's going to be an error. Runner's going to advance. The runner is going to round third. He's going to score. It's a 6-3 game on the single and error. And just like that, it's a 6-3 game. Here's Cooper Townsend stepping in. So just like that, folks, we've got a game. 6-3 your score. You see Ford leading off at second base. Swing and a foul back. 2 outs in the inning. A couple of runs across. No balls and a strike on Cooper Townsend. Another error in the game. We've had several of those. Now here's the throw down to second. Not close. 2 across, 2 outs. That was a strike. Bentley Green trying to get out of without any further damage by Huntingdon. Green throws back this time safe. Diving back in is the runner. Bentley Green jumping around the mound. Thought he might have had him. Pearson down there. 6-3 game. Milan led 5-0, 6-0, 6-1, 6-3 now. Here's the pitch to Townsend. Pops it straight up. Will it stay in play? Yes. Nice play by Bentley Green. So he pops up. Townsend does. But it is 2 across. 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors. We played 3. Our score, Milan 6, Huntingdon 3. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
Yukon Outfitters products are designed to withstand the rigors on the trail, field, and beach. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Yukon Outfitters specializes in tumblers, coolers, dry bags, and hunting gear. Our products are the perfect solution for corporate engraving and embroidery. Contact us for the best in custom hats and coaches pullovers. 731-696-5517 or online at yukonoutfitters.com.
Well, we just got the numbers of you folks watching. We appreciate that very, very much. Glad you're aboard today for the Worthy Road Studios and the Ball Game Blitz presentation of the Cal Ripken Major Gold State Tournament from Milan, Tennessee. If you're from out of town and not sure where Milan is, well, it is up 45 north of Jackson. In Jackson, about 80 miles east of Memphis and 120 miles west of Nashville. Been in Nashville 3 or 4 times the last few weeks, and up in Kentucky for meetings. Well, it's a 6-3 game. So after being down 6-0, the Huntingdon Ball Clubs climbed their way back in it to some degree. Here's Frazier to lead it off. In the top of the 4th, play 6 innings or a minute or an hour 45. Time factor shouldn't be a factor in the game, and the innings, well, top of the 4th, we're halfway home, aren't we? Tanner White stays out there on the mound, the lefty. His pitch to Frazier. High outside, 1 ball, no strikes. On deck is Williams. Frazier drove in a run with a sacrifice fly his first time up. Here's the pitch. Right back where it came from. And it bounced off the mound, and they still get him. Well, CJ will be the first to tell you he's not blessed with a lot of speed, but he hustled down there as hard as he could, but couldn't get there in time, and Williams will come up with 1 out. That ball took a nasty hop off the mound and went right to the shortstop, so that's going to be a ground out. 6-3. And here's Williams, who flying out to right field his first time up. Joe's scoring sheet would be much more thorough than mine. Mine is pretty erratic. Especially, Joe, considering I forgot to bring my innings in stat sheet. That's okay. We've just manually done it. Well, where there's a will, there's a way. First pitch. Here's a ball outside. 2 balls and no strikes, actually. Cool off quite a bit. Well, it feels like it has anyway, with the cloud cover coming in. That sun, boy, it was tough about 45 minutes an hour ago. Wrapped out to short. High hop. Can they throw him out? And yes, nice play by the shortstop. My goodness. That's a great play by Knox White. He bopped that ball, took a nasty high hop. He knocked it down and went and got it and threw out the runner. So that's a 6-3 put out to Williams. Here's White up there. Aiden White. White struck out his first time up. So in the top of the 4th, 2 up, 2 down. Pitch right back at the pitcher. And that's going to be an easy out at first base. And 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Huntingdon with some momentum. What do you do if you're defensively a good ball club? You come right back and get them out after you give up some runs. And that's what Huntingdon did. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It remains a 6-3 game. Milan. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
We're the Road Studios and the Ball Game Blitz bringing you some baseball today. Some bonus coverage here this week, of course, with action Thursday and Friday by Joe Holloway and the boys here. Or the young men, I should say. And then they get the old coot today, Diamond Dave, with you. As we make our way to the bottom of the fourth, and it will be Smith to lead off. Mason Smith, the first baseman. He popped up to shortstop last time up. So Bentley Green staked to a 6-0 lead. He's seen it cut in half to 6-3, but he's out there again for the bottom of the fourth. This juncture of the game, about the fourth inning or fifth, you start counting outs. Milan trying to stay alive and keep this tournament alive. If they win, they play tomorrow against this same team. Huntingdon coming in at 2-0 after beating Madison after beating Henry County and then beating Milan 9-5 early in the tournament. And then Milan 3-1 in the tournament. They beat Madison 9-5, beat Huntingdon, or lost to Huntingdon 9-5, and then beat Madison a moment ago 4-3, an hour ago. And this is Smith to lead it off. Outside and low, 1 ball, no strikes. Big Smith looks like if he gets one, he could ride it. We mentioned earlier he fly it, popped up to short his last time up. Steps in from that right side. Billy Green brings it home. Curveball, strike. Took something off that. See the coach telling Green, be ready, buddy, or Smith, be ready. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 delivery. And that one is hit hard. You forget that. He grooved that one high. And then it was Smith grooving it out over the left field fence. Makes it a 6-4 game. Home run by Smith. That was no doubt. The left fielder turned, looked back over his shoulder a little bit. The Huntington crowd was already applauding before the ball was halfway out there. Well, he's a big boy. And he came up big for his teammates, and the guys all hug him as he makes his way to the dugout. It's a 6-4 game. You knew that one was going. You knew it was a hot potato all the way off the bat. Stepping in now for the Huntingdon Ball Club will be Chase Bird. Bird steps in. Knocks that one foul down the left field line there, actually toward the dugout, actually. So Milan leading the game 6-4, but they led 6-0 at one time. Huntingdon, they slowly but surely fought their way back in this thing. Green, not a lot on those pitches right now as he's throwing some high pitches, and you wouldn't think that Bird's got home run power. Not a real big guy. Outside, stays out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Green's 1-2 delivery. Popped up. And that is a single as it gets down. Center fielder came in, but shortstop and second baseman, it was sort of in dead man's land. And that's a hit now for Bird. Bird had reached on an error early in the game, so he singles here. Here's Waters. Here's a single and popped up. 6-4 your game. Strike on the outside portion of the plate. No balls and a strike. They go over to first, and back in there is the runner. Not really that close. Milan went through 4 pitchers in that first game. I think they're trying to buy a little bit more time here with Bentley, who's done a good job. Bentley Green. That hit him. That hit Waters. And that's runners at first and second and no one out. And Huntingdon now with the tying run at the plate. And this is Knox White, who's flied out to center and single. Huntingdon trying to win this thing and close out this tournament with a championship. Milan trying to hold on for the victory and force a game tomorrow. Here's the pitch. Ball inside, a little high. Green wanted that pitch, didn't get it. Chewing that gum out there, got the stuff under his eyes for the glare. The 1-0 pitch. That is a hard hit ball out to center. Center fielder does a good job cutting that thing down and holds the runner at third. And the bases will be jammed now with no one out. A single by White, his second consecutive single. And now it is Dylan Carter who's reached on a walk and popped up to second base. And a big at bat here, biggest at bat thus far of the game. Bases jammed, no one out. And in the fourth, Huntingdon down 6-4. They've rallied from being down 6-0 to make it 6-4, and a chance now to tying runs at first base or winning go-ahead run. Here's a ball down to short. They'll get the force out, and that's all they get. Run scores. And now both runs are going to score. How about that? Aggressive base running by Huntingdon, and they've tied the game. Boy, what a nice play by Mason Waters. Bird came in and scored, then Waters right on his heels, and all of a sudden, folks, we've got a tie game at 6-6. Well, Milan got the out, but 2-run score. A fielder's choice, but 2 ribbies. They haven't put the score on the board yet, but it should be 6-6. And it is. And this is Villabos, the center fielder up there. Well, all the momentum right now going Huntington's way. They have really rallied big and often here in the last 30 minutes, tied at 6-6. Well, I do see now they put that up. Foul right back over me. I mean, just a few feet more, and it would come right in our window. I never flinch, Bill Hamilton. 6-6 your score. Yeah, I see where they put the 6 up there. I apologize. I was a little pole there blocked me a little bit. Runner going, low and outside. He dives into second, and the go-ahead runs at second base for Huntingdon. Green. Giving all he's got. But right now, Milan's got him on the ropes. High. See that dust fly to that catcher's mitt as the ball hit back there. 3 balls and a strike. 1 on, the go-ahead run down at second. 1 out in the inning. And in the bottom of the fourth, Huntingdon has rallied back. They put the ball in play. That's been the big factor. It's a foul ball down the left field line. Who's going to win this? Will it be the Huntingdon Ball Club to win it all, or will it be Milan to rally now? Their chance to rally, but it's got to get out of this inning first. Foul ball, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out. 3 runs in. Home run by Smith. That led then to a Waters was hit by the pitch, a single by White. Carter, the 2 RBIs on the fielder's choice. And that's ball 4. No, I'm sorry. He struck him out. And we may have a pitching change here. Yeah, Bentley Green gave it all he had. They're going to bring in another pitcher. So the strikeout, Villabos, and Martin will be the hitter. Well, as they let him warm up, let's take a 30. We're tied at 6 in the bottom of the fourth. Go ahead and run down at second with 2 outs. This is 12-year-old Major Gold State Tournament baseball. Cal Ripken style from Milan back after this.
The award-winning Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports. Union University, Bethel College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
And welcome back, everybody. Cal Ripken baseball today. The 12-year-olds battling it out here. Huntingdon and Milan should be that way.
27 on the mound.
27, that's right. Thank you very much, my man. That's going to be Michael Williams, who was out in right field. He is going to be the new pitcher. There's been, looking back now, 4 hits in the inning, 2 errors by Milan. And they have scored now 4 runs in the inning to tie the game 6-6. New pitcher is Michael Williams, we mentioned. And again, we alluded before the game ever began, the pitching, count pitchers put Milan in sort of a tough position here. Liam Martin, the right fielder, will step up there. He grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Ball low. 2 outs. What Williams trying to do now is get his team out of this inning and regroup in the 5th. Here's the 1-0 delivery. 2-0. Bentley did a good job. Bentley Green did a good job battling, but just ran out of gas here in that inning. Now it's 3-0. Well, you got a base to put him if you're a Milan fan. Here's the pitch. 4 straight pitches. Well, no, you get him a strike. My goodness. This is Liam Martin up there. Strike. So 3-2 now as Williams battles back. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. Runners in to tie the game at 6-6. Here's the pitch. That one's inside and a ball. Good job there by Liam Martin, not fishing for that one. I love the little bat boy of Huntingdon. Wears 00, Tony Delk's number down there. That's Tucker Fuller. Well, stepping in now will be Tanner White. White has double and single. The pitcher, he's up there to put himself in front now. High. 1 ball, 1 strike. This game began around 11:35, and here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. So we approach the 1 o'clock hour, but I think they'd play this thing out. Right now they'd have to. We're tied at 6 anyway. The runner's going down to trying to steal, and they've got him, yes. Not even close. Nice play there by Gines, the catcher, who threw out the runner at third base. Well, actually 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. We played 4. Our score right where we started, 6-6. We'll take a quick break. Be back after this on Worthy Road Studios.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Well, with the guidance of Eric Inman and Christopher Reasons. Hi again, everybody. Diamond Dave McCulley with you from Milan this afternoon here at Brooksville. Milan led the game at 6-0 at one time. Now we're knotted at 6-6 as we make our way to the 5th inning. So Huntingdon now, a chance to win this thing and close it out. Milan trying to take the lead back here in this top of the 5th. We haven't had a pitcher out there for Huntingdon yet. Let's see who that pitcher's going to be.
We had a delay in the first game over here.
About a 30-minute delay of controversy about the pitch count.
No, 'cause I'm telling you right now,
Went to the rule book.
it's looking scary.
A lot of chatter between the dugouts and the players and the coaches, and I just went to Google. 85. And what the controversy was, Madison said he'd only pitched 83 pitches, and Milan said he pitched 89. But after all that, we had a coach ejected, assistant coach ejected, and took a while to resume play. And then we had a delay here earlier in this one with a heat, I think, situation. And I'm not sure what's going on here now. Another delay. Well, Huntingdon doesn't have anybody on the mound right now. Now here he comes. Well, White's glove was out there the whole time. That's Tanner White coming back out there. Is it White? No, it's not White. That's Knox White. Now Huntington's going to meet over at first base and talk this over. I'm not sure what the count is for most meetings in a game, but we're going to rival that if we haven't already broke it. Knox White in there. That's okay, though. Hey, again, we have nothing to do. Stop and get some kind of refreshment on the way home back to Jackson. Other than that, just watch a little baseball this afternoon, do some things around the house. And if you're in the area watching, you probably know it's going to be storming in about an hour or an hour and a half. So who's going to win this Donnybrook? Milan will start off here in the top of the fifth. And it's going to be Williamson up there to lead it off. He homered, remember, the center fielder earlier in the game. And he'll lead this one off against Knox White. So both coaching staffs really having to use some strategy here to get the pitching straightened out. Now Huntington's still out there at the mound talking. Umpire goes in and says, son, I think they're making him take a bracelet or something off. I'm not sure. What else is going to happen in this game? I love it. Well, Knox White will tow it up there, and he'll bring it into Williamson. O'Reilly Williamson. He's so good they named a parts place after him, didn't they? One ball, no strikes. Threw it inside, almost hit him. I thought it had for a second, but it did not. When you're 12, you can get out of the way of those. Oh, a nice fastball there. One ball, one strike. Knox White looks like he's got some velocity to it. One ball, one strike. And here's the pitch. This time in the dirt, 2 balls, a strike. Of course, when you throw hard and the batter times it just right, it can be hit hard, pretty hard. There's Mr. Canty back there, taking a swig of water, wearing that orange shirt. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter here in the fifth for Milan, trying to give them the lead back. The pitch. Foul back. Remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter here in the fifth, and a tie game at 6-6. Outfielders playing pretty well straight away. Swing and a miss. Boy, he was out in front of that one. And a nice pitch by Knox White. And striking out will be Williams. That's a big put out with a good hitter there. Here's Green to step in there. Bentley today has singled and struck out. Well, the guy's a long way from the plate. I don't know how he can reach that outside corner. We'll see. Unless he steps in it. Knox White with some velocity that time, and it's high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Bentley Green, boy, he's got a nice stare out at the pitcher. That look of determination. This one is low. Stays low, 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes to Bentley Green. With 1 out in the inning, trying to get something going for the Milan team. High this time, 3-0. I'd be shocked if he's swinging here. 3 balls, no strikes. Green just looks like a nice little player, doesn't he? He just looks like the form. Yep. Oh, no, strike. Green didn't like that call. I don't think the Milan fans probably did either, but 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yep. Full count. So Knox White has battled back here. Well, Green now under the gun. He's got to make sure this one's, if it's over, he's got to take a swing at it. Pops it back foul. The count remains full at 3-2. They're looking back like they might have hit a vehicle. I parked mine a long way away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No one on, 1 out. Here's the 3-2 delivery. White to Green. Low in the dirt. Ball 4. Green trots down to first base. Brings up Gines. He reached in an error his first time up. Grounded out to the shortstop his last time. Gines, another one of these good-looking hitters. Knox White to bring it in. Knox. They had the runner going. Bentley Green was running to try to steal that, get in scoring position, but they'll bring him back as Gines popped it foul. Tied at 6-6 in the top of the 5th. Milan trying to retake the lead. That one gets by the catch wild pitch, and Green will get the easy pass down to second base. So he advances on the wild pitch. Runner at second now, the go-ahead run. Every play looming really big now at every at-bat in the top of the 5th in a 6-inning game. Knox White brings it in and couldn't hold up that time and went fishing, and it's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. See Townsend, a little shortstop there. He's pounding the glove, trying to make Green think he's going to pick him off. Here's the pitch, and that's dribbled out to the pitcher. He'll field it and throw it over to first base. It's the second out of the inning. The runner, Bentley Green, advances, and he's over at third. The go-ahead run there now with 2 outs. And that's a ground out, 1-3. Here's Pearson, 2-run homer and a single. Pearson swing and a miss. He's out in front of that one. Boy, his eyes got really big. You could tell what a great camera angle. His eyes got really big. The swing was big, but he didn't come close. No balls and a strike. Pearson, a good-looking hitter. Got that dirt all over that uniform. Tried to check at that time, and they're wanting the appeal, and the umpire said, did he call him a strike? No, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's Pearson now trying to dig in and protect the plate. Boy, nice play by the catcher that time. What a nice play by Mason Waters as he holds the runner at third base. If that gets by him, the go-ahead run comes in. Great backhanded stab by Waters. 2 balls and a strike. Going to feel the tension here a little bit. Here's the pitch. Strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that time stepping out, shaking his head, not liking that call was Pearson. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in a tie 6-6 game, top of the 5th. Ball, 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Wall. Plate umpire earning his keep, dusting that off. Wall singled his last time up. They'd like to get him up there again. Runner at third, though. Here's the pitch. Pop straight up. And that's going to be the catcher, and that gets them out of the inning, them being Huntingdon. Well, jammed him that time, and a pop-up to the 2 spot. That ends the inning. No runs. 1 hit. No errors, and we make our way to the bottom of the 5th, and your score, Milan 6, Huntingdon 6. Huntingdon coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th. We got a great one going here. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
Yukon Outfitters products are designed to withstand the rigors on the trail, field, and beach. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Yukon Outfitters specializes in tumblers, coolers, dry bags, and hunting gear. Our products are the perfect solution for corporate engraving and embroidery. Contact us for the best in custom hats and coaches pullovers. 731-696-5517 or online at yukonoutfitters.com.
We're at the bottom of the fifth in a tie game, 6-6. Dave McCulley along with Eric Inman and Christopher Reasons. Clouds booming in here this way now, but I think we're going to be okay for the next hour. In a 6-6 game, Milan led at one time 6-0. They scored 5 in the first, 1 in the second. It looked like they were going to run away with this thing, but that is still not the case. Well, the governor is calling me again, and we'll tell the governor like we did earlier. We're still doing the game. We're in the second game. Governor, if you're watching at Worthy Road Studios, the ball game blitz, we're tied at 6-6, Huntingdon and Milan. I'll call you back. Sneaky, aren't we? Well, out there is Gines now. Remember, Gines started the Milan game earlier that Milan wound up winning. And the big righty will try to keep it at a 6-6 game. Huntingdon, the bottom of the fifth, trying to take the lead. That'll be a little nervous time for both teams, especially the Milan fans, as they try to keep the tournament alive. Gines, we mentioned, not bothered by wearing that number 13. Threw that one all the way back to the backstop. Like the Yankees, I'll date myself here. The Yankees had a guy back in the 60s named Ryan Duran, wore these big glasses, Coke bottle kind of glasses. He would come in to relieve, and the first pitch he would always, this is a true story, the first pitch he would always throw would be high and over everyone's head to the screen. And you can see the hitters sort of shaking their heads like, I got it. And he threw 100 miles an hour back when, even I guess that was before the radar gun. But anyway, but they had to know how. Might have been some kind of way they measured it. But he would do it on purpose, they said later, just to keep the hitters at bay, make them a little nervous. So John's now trying to keep it a tie game with Huntingdon batting in the bottom of the fifth, tied at 6-6. Purple and Milan, that's been a big staple here through the years. And to lead it off, yes.
This is bottom of the fifth, right?
Bottom of the fifth, yes.
The time when it's done, I'm not sure if they're going to start the sixth.
They'll have to with the game tied.
They would, okay.
Yeah, they will, yeah.
The game tied, they would?
If one, yeah, I would think so, yeah. Yeah.
One team scores, though, they could be up.
Well, if Huntingdon were to score here, I think the game would end if we're over the time limit, yes. Now, they may bend the rules a little bit since it's the championship round. I'm not sure, but I think that they would, yeah. So, Gines to face Tanner White, the pitcher. White has doubled and singled. And we got Bentley Green having a little equipment problem. He's back there catching. So he's pitched, he's played second, and he's caught now. You look up the word versatile, his pitcher may be in the dictionary. Here's the pitch to Tanner White. High and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Every pitch pretty big right now. No doubt. Milan had a 6-0 lead. Looked like they might coast their way. Here's a ball ripped out to right center. And that's going to be a single by Tanner White. He's on first with no one out. In the bottom of the fifth in a 6-6 game. That's a nice bit of hitting. He just rode it right where it came from and ripped it out to right field. So White gets the single. He's 3 of 3 in this game, and Cooper Townsend will step in. The Koopmeister has flied out to right and is popped up to the pitcher. See if they try to bunt him here. Nope. Strike on the outside portion of the plate. You didn't like that call. A little bitty guy taking a big deep breath there, you see. I used to be built like that years ago. Slender. Over his head, the ball sails. 1 ball, 1 strike. You wonder how much fatigue might be in Milan's disadvantage here, too. They had a tough game that first game. Had to hold on and beat Madison 4-3. That one is hit hard out to center field, and the center fielder gathers it in for the out. That ball was hit hard, but right at him, an Adam ball. So Townsend flies out for the 3rd time today. And here's Smith. He homered his last time up. That's not Smith. Gines will bring it in. It's actually Tucker Fuller. Ball hit down to short, and he'll have to eat it. Now they throw it back to second, but he's there. Well, how about little Fuller getting a hit? And that puts the runner the go-ahead run, possibly the winning run down at second now. First and second. Now here's Chase Bird up. Bird reached on the air and single. If you've never heard the Nolan Richardson thing about Larry Bird, you need to Google that. He keeps calling him Bird instead of Bird. It's one of the legends. Now, I have to warn you, you probably want to just, here's a bunt, attempted bunt foul. You might want to make sure your children don't watch it. There's a couple of words in there he says that he probably shouldn't say in front of a banquet or any place, but he basically thought Bird had to be a black guy, and he was shot when he wound up being a white guy. He was listening to the game on the radio. And the pitch, high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 on, 1 out. Huntingdon, after trailing 6-0, can win the game. Here's the bunt this time. Puts it in play. They go to third with it, and he's out. Nice play by the pitcher, Gines. Boy, without hesitation, throws him out at third base. Now here's Mason Waters. He's single, popped up, and been hit by a pitch. Well, they have to play the people, and little bat boy, I love that kid. Don't even know him. 0-0. Well, Bird can be the hero here. Here's the pitch. Strike. Fastball. The outside portion of the plate. Chase Bird. Spells it with a J. Look at that look in his eyes. Chewing that gum. Ball down to third base. Takes a high hop. Third baseman will throw, and he's out. And Huntingdon, despite a scoring threat, cannot score. We're going to make our way to the top of the 6. The 6s are wild. Milan 6, Huntingdon 6. We go to the top of the 6. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
Yukon Outfitters products are designed to withstand the rigors on the trail, field, and beach. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Yukon Outfitters specializes in tumblers, coolers, dry bags, and hunting gear. Our products are the perfect solution for corporate engraving and embroidery. Contact us for the best in custom hats and coaches pullovers. 731-696-5517 or online at yukonoutfitters.com.
Well, all the players playing in the game, no doubt. And we make our way to the top of the 6. And returning to the mound is Knox White for Huntingdon. Well, Huntingdon had a chance to win it. And we go to the top of the 6, knotted at 6. The game is over the time limit. They'll play it out now, no doubt. This game is about 15 minutes away from being a 2-hour game. So we're past the time limit, but obviously you got to play it out anyway. So Knox White will try to keep it a 6-6 game. Milan trying to muster up a possible winning run at the top of the 6. Well, I'm not sure. I think I saw a sign that says $8. You have to pay $8 to get in. So the folks have got their money's worth today. Of course, that's one of the great things about the media. We're some of the first to arrive, never have to worry about the traffic. We're the last to leave, never have to worry about the traffic. And we don't have to pay. And by the way, we got refreshments today. We appreciate the hospitality of the folks here. So, who's going to be the hero? Will it be a Millennium or will it be a... What's Huntingdon? Huntingdon night? Milan's got to be a little winded. Huntingdon doesn't look like they've got a lot of... They look like they're a little worn out, too. This heat does it to you. Eli appears to lead it off. Eli today reached an error, grounded out, and popped up. His 4th at bat. Trying to be a hero and get on the bases here. 1-0 count. Pops that one foul right back over us again. 1 ball, 1 strike. Been a great day of baseball. 4-3. Had a great game in that first game that Milan won over Madison. And now they're knotted here trying to beat this Huntingdon team, which I think most people thought coming in today would be the favorite. They beat this Milan team 9-5. And Milan looked like they might revenge that with a 6-0 lead, but now it's 6-6. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pearson trying to keep the at-bat alive and get on. Knocks White to bring it home. Low and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I don't think the catcher was grabbing the umpire. I think he just a little frustrated because he knew it was pretty close. Gives him the mid sign. Let's look at it and see. Swing and a miss. And Pearson strikes out. Knocks White. That's his second strikeout since coming in the game. And stepping in now will be Wall. Wall. With the right side. Strike. No balls and a strike. Knox White's done a good job getting ahead of hitters in the game as well. Infield about medium distance and straight away for the most part. Right fielder's back more than anyone. Well, they're back a little further than I thought. Center fielder. Left fielder's playing a little bit more in than the other fielders, but swing and a foul back. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 delivery. That one so far outside. Lady flinching back here a little bit from her easy chair. 1 ball, 2 strikes. White trying to get his team to the bottom of the 6th tied. Milan trying to say otherwise. Here's the pitch. Outside. Evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No one on, 1 out in the top of the 6th. Milan trying to scratch out a run to take the lead. The pitch to Wall. In the dirt and way outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runs the count to a 4 count. Knox White takes off the hat. He and his catcher. Mason Waters talk about it. You gotta love to catch at any level. Strike. Now wait a minute. Looked like a strike, and he called it a ball. Well, Milan will take that break. Looked good up here, but I'm watching a monitor, and I guess he said it was low. Coming up now will be Canty. Ethan. Been very productive today, although he doesn't have a hit in this game thus far. He's a good guy to have up there if you're a Milan fan. Hit a home run earlier today. Strike on the first delivery. No balls and a strike. Canty waving that bat around. Looks like he's ready to go. They throw it over to first. And not close. So Canty stepping in again. The pitch. Ethan sees it float high, and it's ball 2. Or, excuse me, a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Even count. Canty trying to get the pitch he wants and ride it. Knox White. This is a good matchup. 2 good-looking athletes right here. White steps off the rubber. Canty steps out. Umpire very stoic, saying, all right, guys, let's go. 1-1 count. Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Canty steps out, steps back in again. Waters gives White the signal. Low. Evens the count at 2-2. You can tell Waters, just like Bentley Whiteback or Bentley Green, both teams' respective catchers, they really have control of the game. I think their pitcher getting some confidence out of them. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Hit out to left field. That ball may get by. He goes all the way to the fence. And coming over to third, they've got a shot at him, and he's going to be out. Well, Milan gambling, trying to get the runner to third base. And a nice play with the left fielder who throws out the runner. Canty, on all of that, advances to second. So he's there with 2 outs. And coach comes out to talk to Canty. Or excuse me, to the pitcher. Canty down at second. He's talking over with the shortstop and second baseman a little bit. Knox White. That may be all for Knox White. I'm not sure. That ball was hit hard. Line drive that got down and rode all the way to the fence. And then the left fielder saved the day. Cooper Townsend with a throw in to third. And the tag out by Carter. And we're going to have a pitching change, I think. Well, Knox White staying out there. They're talking it over. The scheduled hitter is Frazier. Frazier on the day has drove in a run with a sacrifice fly and grounded out a couple of times. Obviously, these all-stars know each other. Canty's out there. He's talking over with some of the Milan players. And the pitching change, it will be. Mason Waters is actually going to come in and pitch now. So that means they'll have to change out the gear here. Oh, strategy at the 12-year-old level, like any other level. Let's do this as he warms up. Let's take a quick 30. We're tied at 6-6, top of the 6. Go ahead run for Milan's down at second base. We'll come back after a quick 30. This is Cal Ripken, major state tournament baseball from Milan. This is Worthy Road Studios.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Well, one thing when you do a game like this, you've got to keep up with your scoring, something that I have not done a great job with as far as the maneuvering of players at different positions. Waters, the catcher, goes out to pitch. Knox White, where did he go? Looking for him out there. Did a good job, but that hit a moment ago was hit hard. It was a hard hit ball. And coming to the plate from Milan will be C.J. Frazier. Frazier, we mentioned, has drove in a run with a sacrifice and grounded out a couple of times, and he'll step in from the right side against the righty, Waters. Runner at second represents the go-ahead run for Milan. Tied at 6-6 here in the top of the 6. The pitch. Hit out to the pitcher. Waters were gathered in, throw it over to first, and he's out of the inning. And Huntingdon will go to the bottom of the 6th now, a chance for them to win it. So the ground out, Waters, little catcher, turn pitcher, did a good job, pounced right on that and threw him out. No runs, a hit, no errors, one left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Huntingdon a chance to win it and win the title. Back after this 30 on Worthy Road Studios.
The award-winning Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports, Union University, Bethel College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Well, we began our coverage this morning at 9 o'clock sharp, a little after 9 as a matter of fact, about 9:05, where this Milan team beat Madison 4-3 in a heart-stopper that had a long delay because of a controversy about pitch counts. So we didn't begin this one until about 11:35, and here we are now approaching the 1:30 mark. And it's tied at 6-6, so a long way to go yet before this one's over, unless Huntingdon pulls out a big run here in the bottom of the frame. Giants will stay out there and pitch for Milan. Did a good job of that inning he pitched a moment ago. And to lead it off for Huntingdon, uniform dirty as you see him walk in front of you there. It's got to be Carter, drilling Carter, the third baseman. Carter today, walk, popped up. Fielder's choice had actually scored 2 runs on some aggressive base running that tied the game for Huntingdon. Actually, Carter will be the on-deck batter. It's going to be actually Knox White. So Knox White will step in. Can Huntington, who's going to be the hero, or will Milan force us to extra innings? The pitch. Fastball outside, way outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, we've said it before in the game, but every pitch now magnified, every play, every fielding play, every pitch for that matter, pretty magnified now, trying to keep your season alive is Giants and Milan. High this time, 2 balls, no strikes. Giants steps back off the rubber. Everybody's uniform is pretty dirty by this time of the day. Here's the pitch. High again, 3 balls, no strikes. Good eye that time by Knox White. On deck. Strike. Knox White wanted the walk, didn't get it. That's a good pitch. 3 balls and a strike. Bottom the 6 in a tie 6-6 game. The pitch. High and a walk. So a walk by Knox White. Stepping in now will be Dreelan Carter. Walk, popped up. And again, the fielder's choice scored 2 runs. Giants outside. Way outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Like most baseball games you'll see, control problems will get pitchers in trouble. We've seen that 4 or 5 times today in the doubleheader we've had for you. This one's a strike. A sinker that sunk at the last minute, but not enough that it wasn't a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Giants trying to send his team to extra innings. Carter trying to win it. Another curveball high, and it's not high enough, though, if you're a Huntington fan. It's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Giants. Squares. Stretches. Pitches. Swing, and barely stayed alive. Hit off the very tip of the bat. Fortunate that wasn't a strikeout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Winning run at first base. Bottom of 6. The pitch. That is a hard hit ball to left field. That's going to advance the runner to second. He'll hold there. And it's first and second, no one out. So a single by Carter puts Huntingdon in pretty good shape. And here's Villalobos. Trade. Grounded out a couple of times. Struck out. Swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. Huntingdon had a chance to go ahead an inning ago and could not. You could see the dismay on the coach's body language down there. Now a chance for Huntingdon to win it. Ball hit hard. They have a chance for two. Now the second baseman drops the ball, but they say he dropped the ball after trying to pull it out of his glove to throw, but to first. So it's runners at the corner now with one out. I'm not sure they would have got him anyway, but force out at second base. And here's Martin up. Yeah, Martin. The winning run, the state tournament winning run at third base. Giants trying to figure out a way to get out of this inning. That was hit hard enough for a double play, but I'm not sure they'd have got him. We're just going to rule it a fielder's choice and runners at the corners. Milan dugout telling Giants what they want pitched here. The outfield has come in because if they're any deeper, and now the runner is going down to second. He's down there now with one out. No one was paying attention, and the runner just took off. Villalobos just hustled down to second base with not anyone even aware of it until he got down there almost. Infield is in on the grass. And here's the pitch. Down to third, they have a chance at the runner. He's going to get back to third base, and that's not a force out. That's why, bases are loaded. Third baseman did the right thing. He came straight to home, and the catcher, Bentley Green, did a good job catching it and then ran the runner back, but that's not a force out, so the bases are full now. So Martin reaches, and here's Tanner White. White has double, single, and single. The guy that I would think Huntington would want up there. A chance to win the game now. Bases loaded with one out. Infield in again. Boy, they're way in. Pitch to White. Ball inside. Nowhere to put him. Ducks are on the pond, so to speak. One ball, no strike. White will again await. And that's a drive, and it's going to get in, and Huntington's going to win the game. White with a game-winning and state title-winning single, and Huntington has won the game 7-6. Infield in, it was popped just over the infield, and credit both teams for the hard-fought game. Milan, nothing to be ashamed of. They fought their hearts out, but how about Huntington? They come from a 6-0 deficit to win the game 7-6. We'll come back, short recap, and close it out here from Milan on this Cal Ripken state tournament, major goal state tournament play, and Huntington wins it. And they win it 7-6 with a big comeback. 2-minute break. We'll come back with a short wrap-up. Stay with us, everybody.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
UConn Outfitters products are designed to withstand the rigors on the trail, field, and beach. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, UConn Outfitters specializes in tumblers, coolers, dry bags, and hunting gear. Our products are the perfect solution for corporate engraving and embroidery. Contact us for the best in custom hats and coaches pullovers. 731-696-5517 or online at UConnOutfitters.com.
Welcome back as we close it out here. The congratulations in order to Huntington. They win the game 7-6 on a Tanner White game-winning single just over the drawn-in infield out in center field. Today, Milan fought their hearts out. Milan won their game earlier today, 4-3 over Madison in a heart stopper. And then we go about to go to extra innings here, and it was actually Huntington winning the ball game as Tanner White drives in the game winner. So congratulations to Tanner and to Huntington. They are the Cal Ripken, Major Gold State Tournament champions here in Milan. For my compadres today, Christopher Reasons and Eric Emmon, and for Paul Schulte, an honor to be with you today. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast of both games. I'm Diamond Dave McCulley from Milan. So long, everybody.
The award-winning Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports. Union University, Bethel College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. Ball Game Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.